everybody, welcome back. Stone Broke Adventure, 1971, 13-foot Boston Whaler restoration. We're coming along really good. Today is paint day, so this is going to be the first time me spraying polyurethane paint. I feel pretty good. I've done a lot of research on this. I think everything's gonna go good on this. So let's do a little recap on this. What I've done so far. So of course I picked the boat up. Drug it out of the woods, pressure washed it, a lot of sanding, got the old paint off, took it down all the way down to the original gel coat. I realized that gel coat had a ton of crazing. We had some serious gouges in the bottom of the boat that had been kind of repaired with some sort of epoxy, cleaned all that out. There was a hole in the bottom of the boat. We patched that. I say we took it all the way down to the gel coat. We took that gel coat down just kind of as far as we could to kind of eliminate that crazing as much as we could, but it's just micro cracks all over it. So then we got the fairing compound and faired this thing out, just smoothed everything out as much as we could. We took our time on it. Everything sanded down nice and smooth. It was real spotty and blotchy. We didn't know how good it looked until we sprayed the primer on. So we went ahead and rolled on this Total Boat Total Protect High Build Primer. It's a primer and a water barrier, epoxy primer, water barrier, and we rolled it on. When we got done rolling it on, we realized there was a lot of stippling from the roller eggshell. We had to sand that off. We sanded it with 80 grit sandpaper because we originally thought we were gonna spray gel coat on this thing. But after talking to the guys at Fiberglass Shop, we changed our mind. We're gonna use a 2-part polyurethane on this. It's gonna go on a lot better. We're gonna spray it. So after we made that decision, we realized that we needed to sand this down to at least 220 grit because that polyurethane will show any sandpaper scratches on it. So we went ahead and we sprayed another coat of the Total Boat Total Protect with a cheap HVLP sprayer, and it reduced a lot of that stippling. We came back with the 220, way easier to sand. It sanded everything smooth. That's where we are right now. We have our disposable paint sprayer cups, come from Harbor Freight. We have our cleanup ready, some of this 3M spray gun cleaner that we'll clean this gun with after each use, get prepared for the next coat. Of course, we have our 3M organic vapor respirator. The polyurethane paint that we're gonna be using is a Quantum 99 polyurethane. We're gonna mix this 1-to-1 for a spray application. Comes with the activator, and we're gonna reduce it. We're gonna start off reducing it 5% with that activator. We have our mixing cup here. We're only gonna mix a small amount for that first coat. That way we don't have any waste. We know what we're gonna be needing for the next coat. So we're gonna hold our reducer so we can get the exact measurement for the reducer. Before we're painting, we're gonna wipe this thing down 2 times with a Prep All wax degreaser. And we got our rags, everything set up here. So when we prep this, we're not gonna run into any problems. So we're wiping this thing down with the cleaner de-waxer. Any fingerprints, if you have any fingerprints on this, it will show up through that paint. So we're just making sure there's no oil, no wax on this. It's all about preparation. Hopefully everything turns out as planned. And then don't touch this. Do not touch it after you prep it. We should be all prepped, and we'll start mixing some paint. All right, let's go ahead and mix that real good. Then we're gonna have an induction time. Induction time is gonna be 10 minutes. So we gotta make sure this all gets mixed in real good. There's plenty of work time on this. Pot life on this is a couple hours at 70 degrees. So we got plenty of working time. So here we are, first coat. I mean, excellent coverage on this. Excellent coverage. Go real light on the coats though. So I think after 3 coats, I'm gonna be able to wet sand and just polish this all right out. But we still got some time before recoat. That's the bottom. See if I can get a good glare on the side. Yeah, just spray it nice and thin. Nice and thin. And of course, the paint bug. Gonna have to get a set of tweezers, get him out of there. All right, we just got finished spraying the second coat. Real nice. It looks like what you'd need for the bottom of the boat would be 2 full quarts. That would be 1 quart of activator and 1 quart of paint. And that'll get you 3 solid coats. We got 1 more coat that we're fixing to spray. And then you'll have a little bit of leftover for touch up. But there's just a little bit of eggshelling on that. Not much. Easy wet sand out if we want to. I mean, we're just gonna have to see how this lays down. I did get a little bit of water, a couple little water drops sprayed out of the sprayer, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Nothing we can do about that. Maybe we'll touch those up, but it's on the bottom. But nothing on the side. All right, there's the finished product. We decided we're not gonna wet sand this thing down. We got that 3rd coat on, and you can see there's just a little bit of eggshell on that. I mean, you can see it in a glare. That's the bottom of the boat. You got the side of the boat. You're gonna have your water line, and then you're gonna have the stickers on the side. You're not gonna see that with that white color. We're not gonna mess with this. We're gonna call this finished. Anybody who drives by sees this thing, they think it looks great. I think I'm just looking a little too close at it. If I'd have done anything different, I'd have run lower pressure on the HVLP gun. But wow, look at that shine. It's just that polyurethane, definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. I'm super stoked, super happy with the way this turned out. We're gonna let this cure. Say it's been sitting for 4 days. We're gonna let this cure for another 4 days before we bring it outside. Gonna take a little bit of a break on this thing, and then start working on the inside of the boat. Of course, we got to get our stickers, Boston Whaler stickers on the side. We're going to have to get our numbers here. We got to do some work on the trailer to get this modified to really work with this classic Whaler hull. And that's what's going to be coming next. So we're happy with the project so far. Everything's going good. So from Stonebrook Adventure, until next time, bloop.